Well, hello everybody. It's lunchtime here in Sligo, in Coolani, and you're all very welcome to Track Tune at lunch, day 2. And hope everyone's doing well. A beautiful day outside, in Ireland anyway. Well, yesterday I was playing a tune called Ben's Brogues, written by Charlie Lennon, and hope some of you got to play along with that. Thanks very much for all the messages and some lovely tune suggestions as well, which I will hope to get around to. Somebody suggested Banish Misfortune, maybe a good tune to be playing at this moment, Stephen over in Nebraska. So hopefully you're tuning in. Now I see some people coming online. Going to wait a minute or two before we get down to the tune. Today's tune, if you haven't seen it coming up there in the subject title, is a reel called the Templehouse Reel. And Templehouse, of course, is a beautiful old country estate that's a few miles from here in Coolani as we head over towards Gurteen and Killavel, the great musical strongholds of South Sligo for so long. So it's a beautiful old house. The Templehouse Reel, I'm not that sure that it has any connection to the Temple House in Sligo, because the tune was and has been very widely played for many, many years. A lot of people have recorded it going right back to the 20s, and it appeared in O'Neill's collection as well. So it's an old enough tune. What I love about the Templehouse Reel is it's a great tune, a great example of a dance music tune. It's a lovely, lively, it's only single. Each part is only played once. So I'll play it a few times for you first, and at a fairly lively speed. And then in the after that, we will after we've talked a little bit more about it, I'll play it slowly and we can all try it together. So here we go, the Templehouse Reel. All right, well, that's the Templehouse Reel, and the finish of it there was a little bit unusual. Normally we come back and finish it in E, but one of the versions that I love of the Templehouse Reel was played by some wonderful musicians that lived on the shores of Lough Harrow, beside Ballinafad, well, right in the village of Ballinafad. And Ballinafad, for any of you who've ever driven from Sligo to Dublin, just as you're about to cross into Roscommon and climbing up the Curlew Hills there, you'll pass by, it's bypass now, but it wasn't, when in my childhood you used to drive through Ballinafad, and the MacDonough's brothers, who I got this tune from, lived right on the outskirts of the village. And actually the man who brought the MacDonagh brothers music to attention, really, outside of the local area here was a great fiddle player, Paddy Ryan, and I'm going to say hello to Paddy out there in County Roscommon. Paddy did a lot of teaching in the Sligo, Roscommon areas for many, many years, including myself, back in the 90s. So Paddy came across the music of the MacDonough brothers in the 60s, and he had the foresight, you could say, to record Larry MacDonough and Michael Joe MacDonough. There were two brothers, a fiddle and a flute player, very fitting for Sligo music, and Paddy recorded them on a number of occasions in the 1960s at various house dances around Sligo and Roscommon. And it's great that he did, because this recording came out of it. I remember being at the CD launch in Ballinafad. I was in college at the time. I think it was back in the late 90s, maybe 1998 or 1999. And what wonderful musicians. A great style of playing. And you'd know from listening to them that they played a lot for dances, in the house dances, because they have that beautiful rhythmic lift to the music. Maybe read you out a line or two from the sleeve notes, which Paddy Ryan put together too. He says, "We would like to present in this recording a unique sample of the style of a few little-known older musicians from South Sligo, who held on to the older style, though they did play the new repertoire from the American records. This music gives us a glimpse into an earlier world of Sligo music, which has now disappeared completely." So Paddy was mentioning there that this was a very old style of playing, and not completely influenced by the recordings of the 20s and 30s from the Sligo fiddlers. But there we go. So that's the Templehouse Reel. They had beautiful versions of tunes as well. So I can see, I'm going to say hi there, I can see Sean Cleland watching from Chicago. I saw a great fiddle player, Sean Montgomery, a long-standing friend of mine, watching earlier on. So hello to all of you who are watching. Orla McGuinness, Annette Flynn, thanks a million for tuning in, everybody. And we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Good Friday, as all of you know, so we'll be trying to find a tune that has an Easter connection. I have one in mind already, but maybe some of you will have some suggestions as well. So we'll finish off today with the Templehouse Reel again. I'm going to start it off nice and slowly for those of you who would like to play along, and then we might pick up the pace, and we'll see how fast we end up at the end. Thanks very much, everybody, and enjoy your day. Thank you for listening, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. All the best now.